Okay, so I'm going to go into the climate and geological changes. And this is on the dispersion of a great catastrophe that occurs. And we've been outlining the history as to when this great catastrophe will occur. And I'm going to outline some of the dispersions. So, when Marduk Ra takes over Babylon, his allies start to take over the Mediterranean basin along the Canaanite regions. In this dispersion of rebellious people, there's specifically 5 cities here, which we hear in the biblical time of the rebelling cities from the west. They go to war with the cities of the east, and they meet in the Valley of Megiddo. Well. So they're fighting, and those rebelling cities, as we're told in the biblical texts, the fire and brimstone rains down and they're destroyed. This opens up a earth catastrophe where the dams are opened, and this area, which is a valley, becomes flooded, and this is the creation of the Dead Sea. Now it's not alive. Life cannot be supported here in this sea. But huge clouds of poisonous gas. The winds become toxic, and the people cannot breathe. It spreads to the north, going up into the upper regions. But then the winds change, and it starts to head eastward, killing everybody in its path. And these climate changes disperse many people as they start to travel northwards and eastwards, trying to escape. Many who cannot escape, they die. But there's a large migration to escape this cloud. This migration is northwards into the regions of Ararat, where they're safe, and the winds protect them. So this is the first major change, and it's at the coming of the age of the Ram. Now, the Adamites who are here, many have migrated northwards, and they'll be migrating from the region of Ararat into Turkmenistan and entering into Europe from the north. Eventually, having large populations in Germany. The other population are the ones who travel through Egypt. And climate changes start to occur here. The pure Adamites mix with the Nodite culture. These pure strains along the Mediterranean basin, they travel westward across the Isthmus of Gibraltar, and they reside in Spain. Many of them go into France. The Sicilian land bridge connecting the Saharans from the south and the Cro-Magnons and blue races in the north, this land bridge closes, and the pure indigo races, indigo meaning black, they start traveling south into the forests of Central Africa. The least progressive races mix with the indigo, green, and orange races. they travel into the Arabian Peninsula. And then some travel upwards, where we get many of the Canaanites, the Canaanite region. The Phoenician tribes mix with the Nodite culture here, but the most progressive strain at this point of the Adamites and the Nodite culture has now transitioned to Spain and in the north of Turkmenistan. Another group goes through the Greek peninsula, and this is the beginning of history here. So these lands of the Sahara used to be fertile, used to be shepherding land, open grass fields. But now it's desert. The winds from the west no longer flow here, bringing their humidity and moisture. They now flow northward. The ice caps that prevented northern voyage have retreated, and it leaves rooms for the Adamites to enter north. Other migrations of this is because now there's more warmer climate going south. There's people being pushed from the north, and also they will traverse into India. And these are roots of the Aryan invasion. So that's it for now. Kind of laying down mostly the important parts of this video, that the Adamites will go northward. And these carry a lot of the pure strains of the Adamic culture. Those who reside in the Sinai Peninsula, like descendants of Sargon, etc., Sharkin, when the Great Catastrophe occurred, they entered into the Saharan Basin, and the pure strains went into Spain, the Spaniards, and became seafaring travelers, traveling the sea. They controlled the Isle of Gibraltar. They were known as the Moors, the Mauritanian culture of Western Sahara, where the Rashat structure resides. And many of these people here, their symbol became the crescent moon. It shows their origin in the land of Mesopatamia, of Sinai. So these are the roots. The Adamic culture will spread, and many of the Aryans, of the Nodites, they became seafaring. And Indra and his legions, they enter India. To the northwest, great culture of Adamites start to flourish here in Turkmenistan, where we get the Vajrayana, the tales of Uddiyana, and the influx of teachers from the Mesopotamian and Melchizedek missionaries that go eastward to mingle with the Brahmins, the original set-type priesthood of India. So that's it for now as this history unfolds. But these are the climate changes. The winds have shifted, the Sahara has dried, and the people of the south start to move.